All right, Friday, December 1st. I got like a messy looking image here, but we got some double unders, we got some sit-ups. It's sort of like an Annie style workout with some assault bike. We call it escalation claws. We're gonna work on some split jerks every 2 minutes for the 6 rounds. And we're gonna keep the weight the same today. We're not gonna add anything, so we're gonna pick a weight that makes the most sense, and we're gonna do that 6 sets of 2. Our mindset for the day: truth strength is the courage to admit weakness. And we all have overhead weakness, so we all got to work on it. That's why we're not adding weight today. All right. So it's always stronger to admit that you need help with some things, and that's totally fine. I always need help, but I neglect to ask for it when I really need it. So that's my flaw for sure. Nice little warm up for you, but we're going to work on our footwork. So the coaches will take you through some footwork drills for our split jerk to make sure that we're able to keep that bar over our hips and our feet stay a little bit more flat, so that we can use our legs a little bit better, right? We want to get that bar overhead. If anybody has any thoracic issues or issues going overhead, we can address that before we start adding weight to the bar, and that kind of should dictate which level you go through. Like, I don't want you to force reps at a heavy weight just because you've been here for 5 years and you should be able to do that. But if you're so don't do that. Your thoracic spine is your thoracic spine. The way you are able to get overhead is the way you're able to get overhead. So let's work on that a little bit more. Maybe we can do some behind the neck work beforehand. I don't know. Let's talk about it with your coach, but we want some quality reps where you're able to jump and punch through that bar and everything can stack properly. So let's work on that. Choose a weight that makes the most sense and practice the skill and not your ego. All right. So after we get done with our split jerks, we got escalation claws, which, like I said, is an Annie style workout. For those of you unfamiliar with Annie, Annie is a CrossFit benchmark. It's 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 of double unders and sit-ups. So we're kind of using that with a max calorie assault finisher. And this is a running clock for 18 minutes. The double unders go up, the sit-ups go up, and the calories on the bike probably go down. But the amount of time that you have each round goes up a little bit too. So for the first 3 minutes, we're going 20 double unders and 10 sit-ups and then hop on that bike. You may want to pace it a little bit on that first one because it's not going to take you a long time to get through 20 and 10. So you should have about 2.5 minutes on that bike in the first round. Hop off the bike about 250, I think, to start getting ready for your double unders, because we're going right into 3 minutes to 7 minutes, which are 4 minutes, 40 double unders, 20 sit-ups, and then hop on that bike once again. And it should be about 40 double unders. If you don't mess up, could take anywhere between 20 and 30 seconds, depending on how hard you push that first bike. 20 sit-ups should take about 30, 40 seconds as well. So you're looking at about a minute. And then 3 minutes on the bike, give or take, right? The next one we'll hop right into. I'd say every time hop off the bike about 10 seconds early so that you can go right into your double unders. 60 double unders, 30 sit-ups. Should take about a minute and a half, 90 seconds or so, depending on how you're feeling. Maybe 2 minutes if you're pacing a little bit more. And then our 80 and 40 should take about 2 to 3 minutes, depending on how good you are at those doubles and which level we're at. So could take anywhere between 2 and 3 minutes on that one. And then you'll have about 4 minutes on that bike. So each round you get a little bit more time on the bike, but you get a little bit more fatigue. So keep that in mind. Your total score is your total calories on the assault bike. Practice with the single unders. We want to see you guys working on that skill, even if it's just a little bit and getting a couple reps each round. Like, work on the double unders, work on them a little bit. And if you don't have those, just work on your single unders and get through those sit-ups as perfectly as possible. We want to see your feet stay on the floor the whole time. Your feet are not anchored, so we're butterflying, keeping your heels down, hitting the floor behind you, and then hitting your feet in front of you. So that's what we want to see for today's workout. It's a pretty simple one, but it's a fun one, and it's going to get your heart rate all jacked up. So keep that in mind as you're going through it. Collect those calories, and we'll see you for Saturday. Good luck.